We're still talking about these things, guys. Are you sick of it yet? I'm not. Still catching fish on them. But got a lot of content about fuzzy dice and koi keys, urchins, things of that nature. And we've got a lot of content talking about these things. There's a lot of content out there. And one video that I haven't seen yet is about smallmouth, purely smallmouth. We're talking about fuzzy dice, koi keys, urchin style baits, and smallmouth. What's the best one? What is the best koi key, uni, fuzzy dice style bait for smallmouth? And the original boy in the hood, when we're talking about these baits, is the OSP Sakura dice. That's where it all started. And we've got a lot of baits on hand, been through a lot of baits, just got back from up north, St. Lawrence River, Thousand Islands, and we filmed some content up there. We're going to put some of that in this video, trying to figure out which one of these baits is the best for smallmouth, big smallmouth. It doesn't matter if they're southern smallmouth or northern smallmouth. We've got our rigging options here. Let's get in the box and run through a few of these items. Strike King Tumbleweed, pretty popular. I've caught a lot of fish on this thing. It's a good bait. Z-Man Fuzzy Nuggets. Haven't caught one on that yet. Looks like a good bait. Did try it. We got our OSP Q-Bomb. That's my favorite. That's my number one, guys. If I'm fishing for all species of bass, if I could only have one, OSP, or I'm sorry, the G-Crack Imakamusi Q-Bomb. In my other hand, we have the OSP Fuzzy Dice, which is where it all started. There's a bigger 14mm dice. There's the standard, I believe that's a 1-inch size, Fred's Candy, one of my personal favorite colors. It's natural, that's why I like it. But we've got a lot of content using all these baits, and we've covered that if I could only use one, this one's the best for all species of bass. The G-Crack Q-Bomb, that's a 1-inch size. I like the 1.2-inch size too, just because it's easier to manage. And I throw them both a lot, but we can't make G-Crack videos all the time, but we will always tell you the truth. And I cycled through all the things up north, down here, and I'm going to go ahead and start it out with this guy because I thought this would be the best bait for sight fishing up north and things of that nature on those smallmouth. It's kind of a little bit bigger of a profile than your standard fuzzy dice tumbleweed size type baits. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that my experience with the uni up north, don't know about the entire river and lake, but where I was fishing, I threw this bait at a lot of bass. I probably got some clips of that somewhere, but I never caught a bass up north on the uni. I have caught bass here, but as far as smallmouth are concerned, probably not the best. You've seen some of my other videos where I caught some big ones on this here at my home lake, southern smallmouth. But as far as all smallmouth are concerned, that's probably not the best. Then we've got our smaller Koikis. I think that's a prickly pear 9mm or something of that nature. That's a smaller Koiki style bait. Tried that too. Caught a couple little ones on it, but the bigger, smarter ones, they weren't vibing on it, guys. But let's go ahead and get into some of the footage, and we'll break down. I think we broke it down in the footage while we were on the water, but I'll give you a breakdown of what the #1 Koiki urchin fuzzy dice style bait is for smallmouth. Check out this footage. Here's your proof. Check out my original fuzzy dice video here. I think I've got some smallmouth in our home waters in that video, but jump into this St. Lawrence River, Lake Ontario footage, and we'll show you what the monster smallmouth preferred over every other fuzzy dice bait. And we'll pop through the setup for you guys. Check it out. Be right back. There we go. Big and giant. Oh my God, look at that dinosaur. Oh my gosh. On the dice. Look at that one. Holy crap. See, that's a fiber. There you have it. 5-pounder on the Bubba. And we caught it on the dreaded fuzzy dice. Look at that. Giant. There you go, buddy. Got him. Another big one. Oh my gosh. Another 5. Look at that. There's another 5-pounder on the dice. Big one. Another big one. All right, guys, so I've been trying to find a way to see if this thing works here, and I'm catching sight fishing fish now, and this one I actually casted, I don't know, 5 or 6 baits at, and I've cycled this through on some of them, but this was a really big one. It was a 5-pounder, and wouldn't bite anything. I threw this OSP dice in there, and he basically bit it as soon as it hit the sweet spot. But that's just the normal small sized OSP dice. We've got it on a size 2 owner drop shot hook and a 1/4 ounce tungsten weight. That's on our St. Croix drop shot rod. But if you got some of these and you're coming up here for a tournament or just fishing or whatever, you should be able to sight fish for about the next month. Better get some of these. It's just your standard OSP dice. Little tiny guy on a drop shot. Pretty badass. Alright guys, you saw it in the footage. The #1 fuzzy dice bait for smallmouth only, and that is both southern smallmouth and northern strain smallmouth, those big giant goby eaters at the Great Lakes, Thousand Islands, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, places like that. My #1 bait for those fish is this guy. You saw it in the video. We talked about it in the clips. Catching those big smallmouth on this thing. It's the OSP original 1-inch fuzzy dice. In the video or in the clips, it was rigged on a #2 owner mosquito hook on a drop shot. Pretty much have to use it on a drop shot in situations like that where you have current, because the thing will just drift off and you can't really control it. It just sinks too slow. But slap that bad boy on a drop shot when you're in current, when you're just throwing it around in a lake. Rig it like this. Size 2 Ryogi Talisman with a 1/32 ounce tungsten weight. We got that super glued in there. And here we've been throwing it on what we use up there for a hair jig rod. Check this out, tiny bait, nice long enough cast. I mean, it's not super far, but it's a light bait. But #1 all around fuzzy dice, uni, urchin, koiki, whatever you want to call it. I tried them all. This one came out on top. Please remember to subscribe, guys. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Hope you like the footage. Be sure and subscribe, because our next video, we're going back to the big urchin koiki style baits, and we found a hidden lake where it was never seen by bass before. Most likely it's possible it was seen by bass, but they sure didn't act like it. But subscribe so you don't miss my next video. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching.